Hello, friends. So today I was discussing with a friend and very well learned friend. I got to know that they actually do not know the difference between a bill and a note. That got me thinking. It is not necessary that everyone actually knows what the parliamentary procedure is, or they understand how a bill is passed in parliament. What is the parliament, for that matter? What are the upper houses and the lower houses? So I thought let's make a short video. India has three main branches of the government. One is the legislature, one is the executive, and one is the judiciary, which I am part of. As it happens, the legislature is the one who technically makes all the laws. The executive executes those laws or assists in execution of those laws. And the judiciary, well, they provide justice. That is the whole justice system. They are there essentially to make sure that the laws are applied fairly to everyone. Interestingly, a lot of people actually do not know much about the legislature apart from bits and pieces that there is a parliament, there is a Lok Sabha, there is a Rajya Sabha. So let me break it down for you in simpler terms. A parliament is essentially a group of people and building where these group of people sit. There are two houses in which the parliament sits. One would be your Lok Sabha and one would be your Rajya Sabha. It is sort of equivalent to what you might want to call an upper house or lower house. When you want to pass a bill, what is a bill? A bill is any document which you want to be passed into law, essentially. So it is a well researched document which a member of parliament, let's say a local member of parliament, or the government themselves, the current government, they want to pass, like recently they passed some new laws, they want to pass that. So they have to take it through the whole procedure of introducing that bill into one house of the parliament, let's say in this manner, the Lok Sabha or the lower house. And then it has to be introduced, it has to be discussed, heatedly debated. Sometimes there are a lot of discussions on that. There is a committee which is set up. Once it goes through all these deliberations, then that is passed by that particular house, in this example, Lok Sabha. And thereafter, the same rigmarole happens, fortunately for us, again, because both houses can differ. There could be views which are different, there could be amendments which are essentially changes in that act which they want. They could send it back to the Lok Sabha, or the Lok Sabha could send it back to the Rajya Sabha. Once all of this discussion has happened, both the houses have passed a bill per se by a majority. That majority has to be for the people who are attending and voting. If they vote yes, majority, then that bill is passed in that house. If it passes both the houses, so let's say it passes the Lok Sabha, then it passes the Rajya Sabha, then it is considered to be some sort of an act of parliament. It still requires a presidential assent, which essentially means the president of India has to sign on that document. Once the President of India signs on that document, that becomes law. And then that law is utilized by the executive and the judiciary in their judgments or the execution of that particular law. That would form a basis, for my friends who actually do not understand a very basic theme of how a bill becomes a law in India.